A very pleasant morning, children, and I welcome you all for today's session. In our last session, we had completed Act 4, Scene 1 of The Merchant of Venice. We had completed Act 4, Scene 1. Now children, a line by line explanation was over, so let us discuss the overall theme of the scene and what are the main points that are to be included while we try to remember the scene. So first of all, let us take into consideration the theme of the scene. Theme of the scene. Now, the very first theme which comes to our mind when we talk about this scene is that it deals with the concept that wit prevails over truth. Sometimes wit prevails over truth, and interpretation differs from individual to individual. Wit prevails over truth. How we can say that wit prevails over truth? Whenever we talk about such words as wit and truth, we mean to say that wit means how a person reacts in a specific situation according to the demand of the situation and overcomes that hurdle, that is known as wit. So, and what is truth? Truth is something. Truth is any fact. Truth is any fact. So in this scene, we saw that wit prevailed over truth. How? Because Portia, who had disguised herself in the form of a lawyer to save Antonio's life, was ultimately able to interpret the will or the bond that was being signed between Antonio and Shylock, and was able to interpret the bond according to her wit when she had disguised herself in the form of a lawyer, and with that interpretation she was able to save Antonio's life, whose life was in ultimate danger because as it was mentioned in the bond that if he fails to pay the debts or the amount that he had borrowed from Shylock, then he was indebted to pay. He was indebted to give a pound of flesh to Shylock, but ultimately it was Shylock who was at loss because of the wit that was shown by Portia. So this scene reveals that it is sometimes wit that prevails over truth. Then next we can say this scene deals with the jealousy and enmity. This scene deals with the concept of jealousy and enmity, where in the scene we have seen that constantly it was the jealousy that Shylock had for Antonio which actually derived him to take revenge from Antonio and ultimately ask for the pound of flesh which he actually wanted to take from Shylock. So ultimately jealousy and enmity is discussed throughout the scene, where we talk about Shylock's jealousy, the jealousy that Shylock had for Antonio, and this jealousy gave rise to the feeling of enmity between Shylock and Antonio. So these two are the basic themes on which this scene is based. Next, when we talk about other theme of the scene, we can say that the theme is based on that the scene is based on knowledge of law. Knowledge of law. In this scene, we saw that it was actually Portia's knowledge and her way of interpretation that somehow enabled Antonio to escape from clutches of Shylock. But it was initially in the scene, it was perceived as literally impossible for Antonio to escape from the clutches of Shylock. But it was Portia's wit and knowledge of law that actually enabled Antonio to escape from the clutches of Shylock. Is this much clear to all of you? Okay. Okay, wit prevails over justice with jealousy and enmity, the knowledge of law, and then there is always fair, a person who is fair, then we can say that a person with clear heart is always rewarded. It is clearly shown in the scene, towards the fag end of the scene, we have seen that Antonio was able to escape the punishment that he was actually supposed to get, but somehow he was able to escape because of the clear heart that he had. Because a person with clear heart is somewhat rewarded. God rewards those who are actually clear-hearted. God rewards those who are actually clear-hearted. God rewards those who are clear-hearted. How we can say this? Because initially in the scene, when we started discussing the scene, when we read the scene, it gave the perception that it would be impossible for Antonio to skip the terms and the conditions of the bond. But because he was very by heart he was very innocent, in the sense that he never wanted to take any such revenge from anyone. Though he had initially in the play he had abused Shylock, but whatever he did, whatever money he had borrowed not for himself but for his own friend, that is Bassanio, and that shows that God rewards those who actually want to help others and who are clear at heart. So ultimately that you can say that sense of giving attitude helped Antonio to escape from the clutches of Shylock. Ultimately, he was rewarded for whatever good he had done for Bassanio. Is this much clear? Is this much clear to all of you? Okay. Now we are going to discuss about the important speeches that are there in this scene, as this scene now becomes a very important scene of the drama, as the syllabus has been reduced from 5 scenes to only 3 scenes, and this scene, ultimately the play is based on this scene only. So this scene is the most important scene, and we will discuss some important speeches from this scene in this session, and then we will move to the next scene in the next session. Okay. On page number 158 in the Merchant of Venice textbook, Shylock's speech is very important. Shylock's speech is very important. Then again, Antonio's speech on page number 160 is very important. Then on page number 162, Shylock's speech is very important. Then on page number 170, Portia's speech is very important. Page number 170, Portia's speech. Then on page number 176, Antonio's speech, last speech of Antonio, where Antonio says, "But little, I am armed and well prepared. Give me your hand, Bassanio." Actually, as in this speech, he has said that he says that he was ready to face the consequence of the bond that was being signed between him and Shylock, because he was very loyal to his friend. So loyalty towards friend is also shown in this scene. Loyalty, God rewards those who cares for other. You can also say loyalty towards friend. Loyalty towards friend. It is also one of the theme of the scene, as we saw that it was actually Antonio. It was Antonio who was ready to face the punishment, who was ready to give the pound of flesh that was being desired from Shylock. But it's Portia who, with her wit and knowledge, outwitted Antonio's plan and ultimately overcame the condition of the will, in which instead of Antonio giving anything to Shylock, everything that Shylock owned, everything that belonged to Shylock, that is all his wealth and property, that was being confiscated according to. She interpreted the law in such a manner that it was Antonio only who was benefited from the will. Then page number 184, Portia's speech. It is also very important. 184, Portia's speech. That's it. These were the important speeches. Now, the important references. First reference is of Daniel. Given the reference of Daniel, important references. Daniel's reference is given. According to Roman mythology, according to Roman belief, Daniel is a character or a person or a Roman mythological character who is considered as a most distinguished judge, a person who gives most fair judgment. So that is his reference. His reference is given in this scene. Then time and again in the scene, Daniel's reference is given, and as I told you that he was a Jewish character. Now this scene is also known as the famous trial scene. This scene is known as the trial scene. And the points that we encountered in this scene was, firstly, we came to know in this scene the attention or the drama moved at a very slow pace, but it was one of the most important scene, and on this scene only is the entire drama based upon. So it is known as a very famous scene, and it took place in the court of Venice. As you all know that it took place in the court of Venice, where we saw that the proceeding of court was taken, where we saw that the proceeding of court had taken place, and then in the end, ultimately we saw that a person with false character, a person with cruel character has to face the consequence of his cruel behavior. But we can say, if we interpret it other way, we can say that actually Shylock, being a Jew, had all the right to take revenge from Antonio, because since Antonio was a Christian and he had also hated and abused Shylock many times before this, so Shylock had all the right to take the revenge from Antonio. But ultimately, it was Antonio who prevailed over Shylock because of his well-wishers, because of Portia. So that is how the entire property that belonged to Shylock was taken away from him, and it was mentioned that if Shylock stands there, then his life also might be taken away. But then Antonio said that instead of taking away his life, a will should be signed in which he should mention that half of the property will be taken after his death. His property will be given to Lorenzo and Jessica. Lorenzo is his son-in-law, and Jessica is her daughter, who has actually eloped, who has actually run away with Lorenzo. Is this much clear to all of you? In this scene, we also come to know that Bassanio loved his wife a lot, because when actually Portia had asked for the ring, when she had disguised herself in the form of a lawyer, he was reluctant to give it to Portia, because he said that it was given to him by his wife, and then he said that he would buy her the costliest ring that is available in Venice. But since Portia insisted upon having the same ring which he had, and told him that his wife will also understand the urgency or the delicacy of the matter in which he had given the ring, she will not mind. Then only Bassanio gave the ring to Portia. So in the next scene, we will see, in the next scene, that is scene 2, it is a very short scene, and in this scene we will see that again the action will shift from Venice to Belmont, where now Bassanio has reached, and Portia will now acquaint her with the fact that he has lost the ring, and then she will accuse her of not, she will accuse Bassanio of not loving her wholeheartedly. Is it clear? This scene, the next scene, scene 2, it is going to relieve the tension that was created in this scene. That is Act 4. It was one of the most stressful scene of the play. And next scene, that is Act 4, Scene 2, it is going to release the tension. It is going to absorb all the tension that was being created in the first scene of the act, and it will actually ease the atmosphere. It will actually ease the atmosphere, where characters of the play will pass on some jokes on one another, and then finally they will these two characters, that is Portia and Nerissa, they will go back to Belmont after finishing of the proceedings of the court herein Venice, they will go back to Belmont, and where they will reveal their original original persona or the original character. Is it clear?